It was good, YouTube. It's your boy, and I'm back. Just making a quick video on some of the lessons learned from the last Yeezy release, the Yeezy 750 gum glow bottoms. Right? Obviously, I took a huge L, but man, I got really close a couple times, but just couldn't go through. And I feel like I could have had him with some rookie mistakes made on my end. I should have knew better, but yeah, there's just some of the things that I learned and just want to share with you guys, so that way, help your chances out next time better. But so the first thing I learned, right, is even though these stores saying that they're not gonna have them or they're not gonna release these shoes online, you still might want to run some accounts on those sites and have the page monitor going, because a lot of these sites, they like, we was tweeting them asking them if they were gonna put it out, and they would tweet back saying they weren't carrying them, and then next thing you know, they did a surprise drop and surprised everybody on them. But anyway, that's the first lesson I learned. Second lesson is the keyword, man. Keyword finder on these bots. And I'm a little disappointed in myself, because I know this, because every time I run this for Supreme, see, a lot of times you can't rely on an early link. You want to run some early links, and then you also want to run some keyword finders or page monitors, so that way you have more than one chance, right? So the keyword finder, man, or the page monitor, right? I got B&B and another Nike by AIO open here, just to show you what I'm talking about. If you notice, I still left the bot running on B&B just in case they restock. You never know. But anyway, right? If you don't have an early link for these shoes, and even if you do have an early link, you might want to run two, just early links and page finder, a page monitor. So, right, this is the release setup. So here's the thing, right? At first they updated whatever. You can't always rely on what these the keywords that these bots are putting out there for you, right? So for instance, Kith, okay? So at first, see, these words are the keywords here, right? They had some keywords or whatever, but you always want to put as much keywords as possible, man, because you never know how they're gonna come out. So pretty much the keyword, all it does is I'll put this here. So these were the keywords for Kith, right? So pretty much the bot will monitor the Kith website, and as soon as a link or something goes live on that site with these keywords on it that you see right here, so a link that maybe has whatever kith.com/Yeezy whatever, or any combination of these keywords, then it'll grab it, it'll try to purchase that item. But what Kith did, and some of these sites did, they know how these bots work, right? Because they didn't drop an early link, so everybody was on page monitor. If you had an early link, you got the inside hookup. But anyway, so I think Barney's did the same thing too. But so what they did, instead of having these things, so their link, I think I got it here somewhere. Hold on a second, let me stop this. No, I never copied it. But anyway, instead of on the link for the site, instead of having like a Yeezy 750 boost or whatever, instead of doing that, what they did was they put it like this, Yeezy or something like that, or they just had it like YZ and instead of writing 750, they put 750. You see what I'm saying? So if I had the keywords like this, right? If I had the keywords like this, 750, then my bot would have grabbed it instantly and it would have copped it, right? But I wasn't thinking like that, you know. I was thinking 750, but I think everybody was. But so the lesson learned was, from now on, let's say for the Yeezys, like the last ones that came out, I would do a combination, and this is just the format for the AIO bot. There's a different format for this, but anyway, so I would do it like this, like so: Yeezy Boost 750. Put Yeezy. First, you want to, when you add the and sign symbol there, it's just making it's just telling the bot that it's a combination of words, right? So I'll Yeezy Boost 750, right? Comma. That's one keyword right here. Yeezy Boost 750. One combination. Then the next one I'll put each one separate, comma. 750, comma. Right? Well, actually not like that, because I'll put Yeezy. Where's the answer? Right? Comma. Boost 750, comma. Then I would do just, you know, Yeezy 750, comma. You know, and just keep going on. It doesn't hurt to put as many keywords as possible on this, you know. So I could have did like 7 and 50, and they even had gum on it. See, a lot of links didn't have, so they had their link. It was something like this. It was like Yeezy 750 gum, right? So I wasn't thinking of having gum as a keyword and stuff like that, but if I could even had gum as a keyword, boom, gum, right? Or gum and Yeezy, or Yeezy like that, and 750, you know, just gum, and just so forth and so on, you know. I could have all these right here, these keywords. If I would have had these keywords going, then I would have, I'm gonna say, it's not a guarantee I would have copped, but I would have, the bot would have picked it up and it would have tried to cop, right? But I didn't though, and I know better than that, because when I do Supreme, I always just put as much combination of keywords as possible. So that was my mess up, and yeah, so that's how you enter it there for AIO. It'll be let's see, you put fill all this stuff out, and then in the links you will put the home page of the site that you're trying to cop from, which would be like Kith, for instance. Alright, kith.com, boom. And you know what Kith did too, man? They switched it up on us, man. They hit us with the okie doke. Their link, it didn't even say, like, it was like A6 gel some shit, man. It was crazy. But anyway, you put it there, and then you put the keywords here, and the keywords, the way you would do it for A and B is, instead of, you separate the keywords with the comma, but instead of adding the combinations with the and symbol, you put a plus, right? Plus. Okay. Plus. Plus. Yeah, man. So if I had it running like this, I think I would have picked up from Bodega. I would have picked up from possibly Barney's, because I would have had it, and even more keywords. I would next time I'm just gonna use everything I could think of in every combination. That way, if they drop or they try to drop with some bullshit like name instead of Yeezys, they try to put like a YZ or something like that, I'm gonna cop it. So have it like that, fill all this stuff out, add the site, save, and then run it. That's it for this little video on lessons that I learned in that last Yeezy drop. Hey man, like, comment, subscribe. You know, check out the links in the description. It's some servers and proxies that I use, and also a link to my ATC website. I appreciate your guys' support, and I'll see you next video. Peace.